towards the weekend, and I'm truly delighted to welcome each and every one of you to our one of its kind cafe webinars here at the India Business Group Chamber of Commerce. Well, my dear lovely colleagues and dear friends, today is extremely special for all of us because today we have our true hero who's joined us today, who's going to make our lives simpler. For all the question marks we had in our life, today we have all the answers to it. India Business Group always believes in giving you a different vision, in giving you, really allowing you to have your perceptions and fulfill them into reality. But our session today, which is on, well, talking about the domestic violence, which probably is the need of the hour, we have with us our true hero, Dr. Pratap Ramchandra Degakarji, our Inspector General of Police, Maharashtra State, Prevention of Crime and safety for women as well as children. We are truly honored and blessed at first, wholeheartedly. IBG welcomes Dr. Pratap Ramchandra Digakar. A global namaste to you, Jai Hind to you, dear sir. You are our true hero, and I'm going to introduce you later. But towards the beginning, I'm going to request the very dynamic business guru and our leader of ours, Mr. Vikash Mitra Sen, to kindly address the gathering. As Vikash always says, please have my intro super short. So I leave it on Mr. Vikash to please address the gathering. And thank you for having the need of the hour topic with all of us here at IBG. Thank you very much. May we please welcome the founder of IBG and the chairman and managing director of Nazara Technologies, which is doing absolutely fabulous as far as games and entertainment is concerned. Thank you very much. Mr. Vikash Mitra Sen, please.
Thank you, Simran. Happy to be with all of you. I'm calling in from Alibag, here for a week. What do we need to say about Mr. Digankar? He's the hero, the police hero, and a very good friend of IBG. Thank you, sir, for being with us.
My pleasure.
You can go on. Simran, you can proceed.
Yes, please. Thank you so much. Thank you. And we have with us the very dynamic CEO here with us, Priya Pansare. Priya, a word from you, please. A very good morning to you.
Thank you, Simran. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Mr. Digaukar. It's been a pleasure to have you on our platform. You've been always kind enough to always accept IBG's invitation and address our members. Of course, he has come on live events also many a times in the past. And today, he's going to address all of you also over here. And you definitely will be taken by surprise with the humble man that he is. Thank you so much. Over to you, Simran.
Thank you, Priya. And as we can see, yes, we have all the participants and it's getting super full. So everyone is really fighting and I want to make it very fair for everyone who comes in first. Well, to all our lovely friends here at the IBG. Today is one of its kind, the cafe webinar we have here with us, where we have with us the action hero, which has been said by India today in the year 2010. And from there, of course, even much before that, the action really began. Sure. And it is completely on. May we please welcome Dr. Pratap Ramchandra Digakar, Inspector General of Police, Maharashtra State, Prevention of Crime Against Women and Children. Now, as we all know, of all the great deeds done by Sir, right in the social welfare sector, the investigation of economic offences, where we also talk of everything got to do with the banks and the safety of the consumer. He has great experience in investigation of cybercrime, which truly is the need of the hour because we are living in this net world. And of course, talking of domestic violence, where we need our honorable chief guest, Dr. Pratap Ramchandra, to kindly proceed forward, sir. Jai Hind to you, and we are really proud to have our hero here with us. Thank you very much, dear sir.
Jai Hind. Jai Hind to everybody. Jai Hind is the most secular form of greeting. Really, while introducing myself, everybody nomenclatured me as a hero. I am not a hero, neither action hero. I am a first policeman in the mission of women's safety and child protection. Dear friends, I will introduce myself. I am Dr. Pratap Digaukar, Special Inspector General of Police, Crime Against Women and Children, as well as head of the Anti-Human Trafficking Department of Maharashtra and coordination officer of Government of Maharashtra with National Women Commission, National Children Commission, and various agencies of United Nations. When my friend Vikas Maitre requested me regarding the experience of lockdown in context of domestic violence, crime against women and children. On 29th of May, there was also a webinar with Chairman National Women Commission, and I will take pride that they have appreciated the work of Maharashtra Police in this lockdown period. It was an international survey conducted by many agencies, as well as UNICEF. In lockdown period, there is an increase in domestic violence cases. There is an increase in crime against women and children in many developing countries, as well as many states in Maharashtra. But I will elaborate the statistical facts. In Maharashtra, in the particular lockdown period, the serious crime against women and children was less by 70%. Domestic violence cases came down by 80%. And then office bearers of Women Commission of Government of India also asked me what are the preventive steps taken by Maharashtra Police. Dear friends, Maharashtra Police is a very progressive state, and there is a preaching of the saints. Saints like Sant Jnandev, Sant Tukaram, Sant Eknath, and it is a very big contribution of Warkari cult in the development of the civilization of Maharashtra. Our first step we started on 8th of March. 8th of March was a International Women's Day. And that day, I personally discussed with our DGP, Additional DG Law and Order. And we decided that this 8th March 2020 shall be a milestone in the history of Maharashtra Police for the empowerment and strengthening of the woman, and shall have the best crime prevention method for the crime against women and children. It is always narrated that prevention is always better than cure. And when the crime against women is a very sensitive part of the society, I will just elaborate. The kidnapping of Sita by Ravana is Ramayana. Only one dignified woman was kidnapped. The result was Ramayana. One decent lady, one noble lady, Draupadi, she was publicly outraged, and result was a Mahabharata. So this country, our Hindu civilization, our Indian civilization, they are having tremendous respect for women. If something is wrong with the decency, dignity of the woman, the entire society come together and force that evil. So crime against women and children is a very sensitive issue. We are having around 30,000 crime against women and children every year. So only registration and submission of charge sheet, this is a mechanical work. But our main purpose is we must have the precautionary measures. and we must bridge the gap between the victim and the police. So now we are having a lot of amendment also. But what Maharashtra Police started on 8th of March 2020 on the day of International Women's Day. We started Bharosa Cell in every district headquarters. The Bharosa Cell, they will have, it will be a stop center. There will be police officer, there will be advocate, there will be public prosecutor, there will be the representative of Women and Children Development Department. There will be also counselor from Women and Children Department. There is also gynecologist. And we shall take pride that on 8th March 2020, we started Bharosa Cell in every district. And it is a one-stop center. If any women, if any sister who is in distress, if she will have any problem, she will approach to the Bharosa Cell. Social worker will be there, police will be there, women police officer, then gynecologist will be there. And that day, on 8th of March, we started Bharosa Cell to take care of the problems of the women. And I must express my sincere gratitude that our Director General of Police, Mr. Jaiswal sir, our Home Minister, Mr. Honorable Anil Deshmukh sir, they have taken a lot of interest, and on experimental basis, Bharosa Cell was commissioned in Nagpur Commissionerate and Pune Commissionerate. Our Home Minister, our DGP and our Deputy Chief Minister also visited that Bharosa Cell. And we have taken this work on a missionary mode and started Bharosa Cell in 48 units in Maharashtra. This is a revolutionary step. It is a quantum jump to address the issues of the women under one roof. We are getting good results. Then secondly, teenager girls are very well victims of the cyber crime. So this year, this last year, with the help of UNICEF, Women and Children Department and Maharashtra Police, we celebrated Children Week from 40th November to 20th November. And basic issues of the teenagers, adolescents. So we selected the groups of the age of between 14 to 18. As per the definition of child, the person who has not attained 18 years is a child. So we targeted junior colleges and first year of the senior college. And in that celebration of that Children Week, we have deployed 33,000 officers and constables. They have visited 5,000 colleges. They reached to the 7,87,000 students of the age of 14 to 18. And we given the training to them regarding the cyber crime. What are the cyber crime? What is the 354A IPC? It is the amendment. What are the problems of the texting obscene messages? What is the cyberbullying? And all these issues we have shared, and we organized the lecturer of the cybercrime experts in around 3,000 colleges. It is our job to bridge the gap between police and children's, police and victim women. So we got success. And in this lockdown period, many states shows the increase in crime in lockdown period. But Maharashtra has shown tremendous decrease. The serious crime against women and children come down by 300%. So, National Women Commission Chairman appreciated the work of Maharashtra. Then we also targeted girls' school and girls' colleges. We have deployed our women constable as a police didi. She will visit the college. She will discuss the problem with the principal. She will interact with the college student. Police, and in boys' school, we have started the concept of police kaka, police chacha, police didi, or police kaka, police didi. Students must feel, they must develop the feeling of belonging.
Bread is there, toast is there. I ate toast. Bread, you want toast the bread. Come on.
Our objective of mission is that
I'm going to
there must be feeling of belonging.
no, because it's raining, no? But yes, come on.
Feeling of belonging.
Come on.
The college going student, children, and women. So it is a confidence building mission. And in all over world, in lockdown period, domestic violence cases increased. Crime against women and children increased. Maharashtra has shown tremendous declination in that period. I studied some phenomena. At that time, we come to know in lockdown period or COVID-19 pandemic situation, the priority of the families were changed. They were having priority of their health.
Yeah, then they are not
Struggle for.
Then do work. Forget it, you know. This one, union is also saying.
Excuse me, somebody speaking. Hello.
Get your tea from. What do you want? This thing, no? Kellogg's, no?
Do you hear me?
Yes, please. Can I humbly request you all to kindly have your audios on mute? Though I'm doing that, you'll are.
No, my audio is or not.
Yes, sir, it's audible. Please go ahead, sir. Thank you.
So, our mission is a building confidence among the children, among the women. It was a confidence building mission in the entire Maharashtra. So, drastically this crime come down. After we compared the figure of the lockdown, prior to lockdown crime and the crime between the lockdown period. So, it gives us very good results. Secondly, we also started the mission. Hello. Do you listen me? Hello. Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir, we're audible. Yes, sir.
Yes, we
sir.
can hear you.
Yes, yes. Then there is some disturbances. Nobody is speaking. Secondly, we have started the community policing in the form of police kaka and police didi. Every school we provided one constable. He will be just bridge between the police station and the school. He will visit on second Saturday and fourth Saturday, meet with the principal. Presence of uniform constable in the college or school, it is itself is a deterrent effect for the mischief mongers. And frequently visit to the schools and colleges, we got very good success to curtail the crime in the school areas and college areas. In Children's Week celebration, we reached around 7,87,000 students of young age, and our main emphasis was cyber crime and abuse of drugs. What are the drugs? What are the Psychotropic Substances Act? What are the penal provision for the Narcotic Drug and Psychotropic Substances Act? Possession, consumption, sale, transportation. We have to target our all schools and colleges that there shall not be entry of this anti-social effect of drugs. So in Children's Week celebration, we reached around 3,000 colleges and took review and take very stringent preventive method for the sale and possession of the drugs, psychotropic substances, and few chemical substances. Then juvenile crime was also addressed. Rights of the children in the welfare state were also addressed. And most important aspect, how to be away from the cyber crime. In Children's Celebration Week, we have conducted all these exercises. Then third, we are having Mahila Dakshata Samiti at the district level, at superintendent level, at commissionerate level, and at police station level. The women from various fields, doctors, social worker, psychiatrists, advocates, they are having that committee at the police station level, and we used to resolve their problems. And we are also in interaction with Tata Institute of Social Sciences for their counselors, for their psychiatrists. Then Bharosa Cell is also getting lot of positive response. And due to this Police Dakshata Samiti meeting at district level and police station level, Bharosa Cell at district level, Police Kaka, Police Didi. Then again we have started one new idea of buddy cops. The girls or women who are working in the night shifts, for one woman constable and 100 serving women, we have made one WhatsApp group of buddy cops. If those serving women having problem, any type of problem, they can address the issue by the buddy cop. Women police constables are buddy cop, and they are having group of 100 to 140 women, and that group admin is our women constable. So they are having good access, and it becomes a very much homogeneous social group. Even they can attend their functions of families and all. So that buddy cop is also a concept especially for working women. Then we are having Vishaka Samitis. If some woman is suffering any harassment at her workplace, then we are having that Vishaka Samitis, and we are also having good control. Everybody knows that Ramayana and Mahabharata took place due to outrage of modesty of the dignified woman. So human dignity and personal liberty of the women is a ultimate missionary goal of any welfare state. And we are trying our best to make a very safety environment for women and children. And in lockdown period, our helpline 1091, 1097, 112, 103, and for railways, we are also having 3 mobile numbers for a helpline for the women and children. Maharashtra Police is totally committed to the commitment for safety, security of the women and children. And we are totally following the goal of welfare state to maintain the human dignity and personal liberty of our women and children. Then we are also having one very new concept, that visit of police officers to the colleges and schools. This police kaka, police didi concept is also having very good impact. That small college going, junior college going students, they used to have very good interaction. And due to police kaka and police didi, our constables, our officers, they are get very well versed with delivering the speech, and naturally their leadership quality is also flourishing to interact with the students and all. And police kaka, police didi, Mahila Dakshata Samiti, Bharosa Cell, Buddy Cops, these initiatives have been taken place by the Maharashtra Police. And our Honorable Home Minister, Honorable Chief Secretary, Additional Chief Secretary, DG and myself, we visited Vijayawada. That Andhra Pradesh government has passed one ordinance of Disha Act. Within a particular limit of time, the case of crime against women, say heinous crime against women, will be investigated within 7 days. Trial of that case will be 14 days. On that basis, we studied Disha Act of Andhra Pradesh. We have formed one committee, and very soon our government is also planning to bring that act and enactment to expedite the trials of the crime, serious crime against women and children. Maharashtra is a very progressive state. Our government is having top priority. And secondly, it is the most urbanized state. 58% population of Maharashtra is an urban population. So urban policing is also a challenge. Then dealing the problem of the women and children in urban area is another problem. But we are trying our best with the available resources, and we will try to deliver the best. Our work, our Children's Day celebration is appreciated by Honorable Supreme Court Judge Justice Gupta in front of the all High Court judges meeting. In that Children Week, we reached up to 8 lakh students, create awareness of cyber crime, juvenile delinquency, then narcotic drugs and their effects and their negative impact on the health, and right of the children's, and what are the acts regarding the women's. We visited 3,500 colleges. 33,000 policemen were on job in that particular week, and it was a missionary work done by the Maharashtra Police. So, Honorable Justice of Supreme Court, Sri Guptaji, he appreciated our efforts to create the awareness, to create the sensitiveness among the students. Very soon they will be the eligible and responsible citizen of this motherland. I must congratulate IBG Group and Ms. Simran to give me this opportunity to express my views, to express our missions, to express our initiatives, to express our commitments for the women's safety and children safety and crime against women and children. Thanks, millions.
Thank you very, very much, Dr. Pratap Ramchandra Digavkar, sir. You are a true hero, and as mentioned by India Today, you are an action hero. We have a couple of questions which we like to ask you, which comes from Ganshamji, which says, what initiatives the society should take for making our generation women and girl-friendly, and to help better security of sisters, daughters, and any other females walking on the streets?
No, we are divided street crime in 3 ways. One is you teasing, second is outrage of modesty, third is a passing of obscene remarks, and fourth is a crime like a chain snatching and all. It's very common have the chain snatching like crime offenses. So on International Women's Day, we have given wide publicity of our helpline, which are totally dedicated to the women's safety and children's safety. 1091, 1090, 1097, 112, and railway police, they are having their independent helpline for women and children. If somebody is having any problem, then everybody shall have the number of the police helpline. They can immediately contact to the police helpline, and we are having beat marshal system. That when this call will go to the control room, then control room will immediately assert which beat marshal is patrolling in that area. And even beat marshals are also having walkie-talkies. Then they will immediately pass the message on the walkie-talkie, and that person will take immediately action. When I was DCP Bandra, DCP West, there was one operation conducted by one reputed media house, media channel, and they have given a call in 4 metropolitan cities. I will not disclose the name. And they saw the response. In one metropolitan city, after getting call, the police reached to the spot. The response was 36 minutes. Another was at 24. One metropolitan city was having 23. But Bombay's response time was 7 minutes. So we are having very foolproof system of beat marshal. Every police station is divided in 4 beats, and every beat is having one motorcycle with walkie-talkie, then stand gun with that man, and rider and pillion rider. When control room used to get the call, then immediately they pass that message to the beat marshal. The beat marshal is the advantage is that it also run through, it also cross the traffic jams also. Their motorcycles movements are very fast in traffic jam. So we are having beat marshals.
Thank you so much, and we owe the entire safety of Maharashtra to you, Dr. Pratap Digavkar sir. Sir, there's a question from Vikas sir which says, how many police deployed during the lockdown period? And because he sees a lot of them, a large number of them on the streets since the lockdown period has started.
Lockdown and COVID-19 pandemic situation is a very, very different type of situation. First time we are also experiencing. And I think within 100 years, such situation was never arisen. It was also a very new situation. And in this particular COVID-19 pandemic mission, our entire force was on the road. To enforce the lockdown, enforcement of the curfew, restriction of the movements was a big challenge. The people coming out for the home for their basic needs. But still we have to prevent their movements and all. So it was a very tough situation. And unfortunately, our many police constables who were corona warrior, they sacrificed their life, and there are a lot of casualties among the police, as they were the front responder, they were the first responder to this situation.
There is a question by Lieutenant Colonel Nishant, who's asking that, when females use for self-defense purpose, which is available in the market, that is pepper spray and also gadgets like, the shock-producing torch, is it actually legally allowed for females to use this for a safety purpose?
Right of private defense is a basic defense for every individual. And right of private defense is defined in Indian Penal Code from 99 to 104 IPC. If there is a threat of rape and somebody is committing rape on the woman, that woman is having right to kill that person. It is in private defense. If there is a danger, imminent danger to somebody's life, and there is a probability that he will lose his life, then he is having the right to take the life of another person or the attacker. This is a right of private defense. Every woman can use the right of private defense. When she is sexually assaulted by the unknown person, known person, she is having right to take his life also. If somebody is attempt to commit a rape, then she is having right to take the life of that man. Yes.
Thank you so much for letting us know.
And it is defined in Indian Penal Code, section 99 to section 103, right of private defense.
Thank you so much, sir, for really clarifying this. And, this really will give some more power and boost, a little bit power in females. Of course, we will take care of all the safety guidelines, but just in case. Thank you so much for that, sir. Sir, in spite of severe, harsh clauses and punishment in the POSCO Act, while cases are increasing day by day, where are the loopholes in the POSCO Act according to you?
POSCO is a very foolproof act. There is no loopholes. But now media awareness by the NGOs who are working for the basic interest for the children and women. NGOs, then social awareness. They have increased, so POSCO cases are increasing. It is a good trend that people are coming forward to lodge a complaint. In rural area, if somebody has done the bad touch to that particular children, he doesn't know the definition of good touch and bad touch. So many cases previously it was unreported. But POSCO is such a foolproof act, and there is a legal provision, an amendment in 173 CRPC, that the charge sheet of that POSCO shall be submitted within 60 days. It is a mandatory on that IVO. So he shall complete that investigation within 60 days. And it is a good trend if the people, if the children's, their parents, they are coming forward to redress their grievances with the law enforcing agency. It is a very positive change. I won't take it otherwise. It is a lot of general awareness created by the media, by the police, by the NGOs, and due to that, many people, they are coming forward to lodge their complaints, to redress their grievances with the law enforcing agencies.
Sure. Our next question is regards to the senior citizens. I'm going to club in two questions. One is, what about the security of senior citizens And how
Yes,
can
Anuja.
women help themselves? And is there any helpline for senior citizens?
Yes, senior citizens, they are also having helpline. Yes, I don't know the number, but they are having helpline. I will SMS that helpline
Sure.
to Mr. Vikas ji. There are 6 to 7 helplines. So I must give you a correct help. But there is a help 103, I think. It is a helpline adult for the old people. And in 2014-15, the Mumbai police has conducted the survey of all senior citizens. And there are 3 type of senior citizen category. A single senior citizen staying in the house. It may be female or male, number 1. It is the most vulnerable quality. Most vulnerable person. Then husband and wife both are senior citizen. They are staying alone. And third, senior citizens who are staying with their children, their sons and daughters. That entire survey was conducted by the Mumbai police. I think Mumbai must be the first city in the country to conducted the survey of the entire citizens. And if senior citizen is staying alone, it was a top priority. And our beat constable used to visit. Even many constables attended and celebrated their birthday. And I think Mumbai may be the first city, as per my knowledge, had a total survey of the senior citizenship. And I think 103 is a helpline for the senior citizen. But exactly I will collect the number of the helpline and I will give the number.
But thank you so much. I mean, so much done by our Mumbai police. We are truly proud of the Mumbai police. So 103 is the number. I'm going to also request everyone who is here with us to kindly leave your email IDs with us so that we can connect with you for the future endeavors as well. Vikas sir would like to know, is there more crime happening during this point of time because of the lockdown period?
In lockdown period, there is the crime against women and children, domestic violence cases drastically come down. Then street crime also come down. Accidents also come down. But the persons who are not following the government instruction, they are not following the government instruction. That 188 IPC cases are increased. The person who roaming on the road without any valid reasons, they were booked, their vehicles were seized. This type of crime increased. But really, in lockdown period, the crime come down.
Sure. There is also some great news that, Vikas sir has just wanting to clarify. It says Scotland Yard, the British police has declared Mumbai police as the best city police in the world. Is it really true? We like to know.
I don't know exactly, and it is not on my part to appreciate my city police and make secondary to another police. I don't know the things, but I will really confess, in limited resources, in unfavorable condition, our Mumbai police is doing excellent job.
Wow.
But I don't want to comment on any police. Everybody is doing their job. Everybody is exerting their lot of efforts for the safety of the citizen. So I don't like to compare. Our competition will be with ourselves. What was Mumbai police yesterday and what is value addition today? And what will be the value addition tomorrow? Our competition with ourselves. We shall not compete with others. When you will compete with yourself daily, then there will be daily value addition.
This is like, we all believe that be the best version, but that's very kind of you. And thank you for being so humble and really not taking the credit. So, I mean, that just shows how humble you are. This question is about the domestic violence at home and rape. How can it be handled?
No, I have already told that we are having many redressal agencies at various levels. We have also given our helpline for women and children, and widely publicity was done in Women's Day celebration, then Children's Week celebration. So, and I have already told that response of Mumbai police is very fast. We have divided every police station in 4 to 5 units. And there is a 24/7 by 365. One motorcycle with 2 policemen with walkie-talkie, with weapon. And they are accountable to the control room. At what time they got the call, at what time they left the place, at what time they reached. Every logbook is maintained in the control.
Sir, in continuation to the same question, I would like to ask you that DV and 498A cases, you are doing a great job in getting those reported, but at the same time, only there is a conviction rate of 4% in 498A and 2% in DV Act. So how do you respond to that? Why police is not taking action under section 182 against the person who is misusing the law?
Even Honorable Supreme Court is also having few observation under section 498A. Many times, the persons who are not involved in that crime also get, if that women decide that now I have to lodge a complaint against their husband and in-laws, then she used to put many cases, 15 accused, 20 accused, and many times that is not visited that place for 3 years, but the name appears in the FIR. So many times the credibility of FIR is questioned. So in 498A, the FIR are very, very subjective and many names are being added. So this is a lacuna. And even Supreme Courts are also passed judgment. You shall not arrest anybody without any evidence and all. So 498A many times used as not a penal provision, but to teach the lesson to this particular family is also one of the objectives. So many times fire is questioned. Domestic violence cases, many times there is a compromise among the family people. But POCSO cases, the conviction rate is quite better than these DV cases and 498 cases.
Sir, I have one other question.
can I please interrupt and request you all to kindly have your questions in the chat box. I would truly request you to
They're not being taken, Simran. Simran, I'd like to thank you, but despite posting in the chat box, the questions are being selectively avoided. That is why I choose to unmute myself and ask. So if you could take up all questions, I'd really be grateful to you. Thank you.
That's so kind of you. Thank you. I appreciate it. So there's a question which says, there are a lot of cases where women have filed fake cases against the female members of the man's family. And a lot of time, I think, we also talk of the domestic violence, not just from the female's perspective, also the male's perspective. So this is from the other end. So over to you. Thank you.
Hello. I have already elaborated that in many cases of 498A, harassment by husband or his relatives to that female, the many name appears out of vendetta, personal vendetta. In many cases, there are 10 to 15 accused. So naturally, credibility of FIR under section 154 CRPC get questioned in the court of law. And when the FIR is get questioned, the credibility of the FIR is lost. So it is then become very difficult, and it gives a question mark of the complainant and their credibility. So many 498 cases get acquitted. That is the problem. Hello.
Yes, please. Thank you so much. And we take yet one more question, the last one. It says, in India, we still have a lot of child marriages. Is there any special program to prevent this aspect program in Maharashtra, please?
Simran, I must be very honest with you. Maharashtra has taken very, very serious view regarding child marriages. And now child marriages in Maharashtra is very few in comparison of other states like North Indian states. Maharashtra, first thing I will tell, 60% population is in urban area. Maharashtra is an urban population state. So in urban area, the incidents of child marriages are very less. Number two, literacy of Maharashtra is also quite good, 84%. Due to urbanization, good literacy rate, and good deterrent of law enforcing agencies also there. Urban area policing, there is a very fast response. So due to all these cumulative preventive effects, in Maharashtra, child marriages are very less, very, very less. Still, we are trying our best to make a social propaganda, to propagate the law regarding the Child Marriage Act, and will give wide publicity of the victims, of the criminals of the child marriage. And we are also having one point center. We are planning to bring all department on dashboard, one dashboard. It is a women and children department, number one, social welfare department, the health department, and Maharashtra police. And who are the stakeholders in the crime against women and children? We are planning to bring on a single dashboard all these agencies, and they will have the first-hand information immediately on the dashboard. This will be again revolutionary step under consideration.
Thank you so much. It's absolutely been an honor for all of us, and we truly salute to you and the entire Maharashtra police, and actually everyone, because you are our true heroes. And thank you for everything that you've done now since the past 5 months. Played such an active role. I want to request Mr. Vikash Mitra Sen to kindly be here with us and please have the conclusion.
Yes, just I will tell one line.
Yes, please.
Hello everyone.
I will tell one line for the Maharashtra police.
Yes, please.
तू न झुकेगा कभी, तू न रुकेगा कभी, तू न मुड़ेगा कभी, कर शपथ, कर शपथ, कर शपथ, अग्निपथ, अग्निपथ, अग्निपथ। नई सोचे नई दिशाएं, नए बनाए रास्ते, नई सोचे नई दिशाएं, नए बनाए रास्ते, अपने लिए नई यारों, जिए वतन के वास्ते, जिए वतन के वास्ते। These are the two fundamental lines for the Maharashtra police.
क्या बात है, नई सोच नई दिशाएं. Thank you so much once again.
Very inspirational words.
To really have with us Dr. Pratap Ramchandra Digawkar sir. May I please request Mr. Vikash Mitra Sen and Ms. Priya to kindly speak a few words and thank Dr. Pratap Digawkar sir, our true hero, who's been here with us, please. Yes, Priya.
A big bow to Mr. Digawkar. Thanks a lot. Today in Bombay, we all girls, women, we feel completely safe to even step out at 2 a.m. in the morning, and still we are completely safe and happy. So thanks a lot for protecting us, and a big thank you from IBG.
Thanks. Thanks that you have tolerated me for our.
It's been our pleasure.
You tolerated me for 1 hour. You all are having good tolerance.
No, sir.